It is a beautiful, see if we can see it here, beautiful bluebird, sunny morning. Let's see if we can have anybody join me. I hope you're having a good morning. Thank you for tuning in here. My name's Sean, and this is your morning huddle. You know, the last couple of weeks, we've been focusing on all of our channels on this concept of working on your business, spending the time working on the strategies that's going to have you be successful, and dedicating that time, prioritizing that time to working on those strategies versus simply working in your business or putting your focus simply on the delivery of the goods and services that you provide in your business. Working on your business versus simply working in your business. There's one big piece of that. And this is one that is the foundational principle to making all of that work. And this was a tough one for me. I got to confess, I was way too stupid for way too long to learn this concept. And the concept is this: realizing that the product of yours and my success has everything to do with the decisions that we make and not how it is that we feel. Another way to say that is we are in control. We are not a product of what happens to us. We are a product of how we think and how we do what happens to us. That's a very deep concept. Stephen Covey calls it part of he calls it part of the maturity continuum. There's 3 steps in his way of thinking. There's 3 steps to the maturity continuum. The first step is dependency. The second step is independence. And the third step is what he calls the height of effectiveness, which is interdependency. And you have to become independent before you can become interdependent. The first step being dependency, i.e., I'm dependent on everything. I'm dependent on other people and circumstances and situations for my success. When I mature, I get to that second step, which is I realize that I'm not a product at all of what happens to me. I'm not dependent at all on the circumstances around me. I am in control of how I think. I am in control of how I react. I am in control of my own success. And you have to get, in his way of thinking, you have to get to that point, which I agree with. You have to get to that point of independence before you can become effective at working with other people at the highest level and become interdependent. That's a huge concept, and it's one that you and I as leaders on our teams have to put in place. If we're going to be successful and effective at the highest level, then you have to have the people on your team working interdependently. Of course, in a dental office, there's no better example of interdependence. Nothing that goes on in the dental office can stand alone. It's all dependent on or interdependent on everything else. Everything works together. And so, as the captain of the ship, here's my challenge to you. You guys can hear my dogs. My dogs are they're going crazy for me to let them out of the front door. Here's my challenge to you this week. Put your focus on holding your team accountable for developing a new habit that they are independent of their circumstances. That means that nobody can make them feel something that they don't want to feel. That means that things that happen outside of them have no bearing on whether or not they're successful. That means hold them accountable for understanding at the deepest level that whatever it is that they desire, they can control. Don't allow them to put themselves in a situation in their mind where they can't do this because of that. They can't implement this because of that. They are in control. And that, of course, is the principle that has to happen before you can get the strategies in place of working on your business to have you be successful. And that's what I want for you, is to be successful. It's not hard, it's just different. And you as the captain of the ship have to make that a foundational principle. All of us individually and we as a group can become whatever it is that we desire. And there's nothing that can stand in our way if we understand that we're not a product of circumstances, situations, economic things in the area, right? And that is what's going to have you be successful, and that's what I want for you. I appreciate you joining me this morning. I'm Sean, and this has been your Morning Huddle. Have a great day.